those superpowers to bring you entertainment.
I need those for this. And welcome to the Business Party Podcast. We got another episode with some things and stuff.
Hercules.
That shit's hilarious.
We went to this toy store that's in town. And my wife was just like, "Hey, let's go to the toy store." And then she saw the hands, and she's like, "You got to get the hands." And I'm like, "They have two colors, one in both colors." I'm a child.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
Good. So how was your weekend? You went to...
Oh, yeah. I went and saw a Wilhelm scream. They were pretty damn awesome. So that was actually a really good night. And, yeah, just been exhausted since then. But the whole weekend was pretty good. My daughter had a real good time with my sister and whatnot. So, yeah, that was all good. But, yeah, Wilhelm scream put on an awesome show. They were awesome. And,
nice.
Yeah, that's about it. How about yourself?
Let's see. What did I do this weekend? I got my motorcycle license.
Nice.
Yeah, so now I can ride a motorcycle. And I realized why my wife says I can't get a crotch rocket. It's because I probably killed myself. Because in a little tiny parking lot, homeboy hit third gear. And that I was just, as soon as I realized how to do the gears, I was just waiting for everybody to go. And I was just putting along. And then, time
to move.
And I'm going, yeah, this is why she said I can't get a crotch rocket. Yeah, I get it now. The woman knows me more than I know myself.
Oh, crotch rockets, man, woo, they take off.
Oh yeah, and I would. The only problem I have with that is stopping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the kid from the Mighty Ducks, the little Spanish kid from Miami that knows how to skate really fastly but stops and just smacks the sideboards. Yeah, that would be me. That was me. But I got my license, so that was fun. It took up a nice Saturday, all day Sunday, 7 to 7 on Sunday. At one point, I fell asleep on the desk because I was like, this is just getting monotonous.
Right. Yeah, so, I would like to get my my license, my motorcycle's license, just to have it at least so when I do get a bike. Because I'm going to get a bike eventually.
Do it. Well, why not? Well, where I am, it was $250. And then today I went to the motor vehicle, or wherever they call it here, the Department of Revenue, because that's all they do is they just, take your revenue from you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I do it. It was so much fun. And I can't wait to get a bike, man. I'm so ready for it. And I see all these people with bikes now, and I'm just like, I get it. Oh, yeah. It's so much fun. And I was like, I was nervous because I didn't think I was going to know how to do the shifting on it. I'm like, oh, how do I know? But it's not too bad. It's decently easy. I got used to it fairly quick. But I knew how to drive a manual car when I was like 17 or 18. Yeah, somewhere inside of there, because I bought a little a Chevy Chevette, like the the little guy, but it actually had decent rims on it and shit, and this guy like tried to deck it out and like tried to make it a little faster, and it had like an electric fuel pump so I could turn it off so people couldn't steal it because they didn't know where the switch was. But yeah, it was like a little 4-speed. Man, kids will never know that kind of stuff today, man.
Right.
Kids will never know how to because in order to change a battery now, you got to take off this part, pull out the quarter panel, take the wheel off, pull a third grader out of the grill. It's like you got to do so much. And I remember growing up, man, it was just when we were younger, it was just the battery was right there, unhook the battery, take it out, put the new battery in, and hook it back up.
Yeah, exactly. Like engineers, like they do so much crazy ass shit. Like it just half the time it's just why are you doing this?
Well, I mean, it's for money. It's for money, man. I mean, look at the cars, the way they're designed nowadays to just crumble. You
Right.
know, back in the back in our day, cars were made of steel. Yeah, they got like 5 miles to the gallon. My dad had a Caprice Classic that was a beast.
Oh yeah, my mom had a Delta 88. Yeah,
Yeah,
things were that thing was gigantic.
yeah, yeah. There was a beast, and I remember as a kid, like I just wanted a girlfriend so I can drive with one hand, like and around my girl and on the steering wheel.
Oh
That's the only
yeah.
reason I wanted a girlfriend as a kid, just so I could do that. And then after it was all done, I woke up. Um, but yeah, man, it's been a blast. Oh man, that Dallas stuff with the kids, we were on that last week.
Hmm.
All that kid stuff, with the drag
Oh.
kids, the
Oh
drag
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
We were on
Yeah.
that last week, and now all of a sudden it's blowing up.
Yeah. I know that's crazy, dude. That and I've been seeing it all over the place. And I'm like, man, it just needs to keep getting well, then that all that needs to keep getting out there to show how wrong it is. Like I just don't get how any of those parents thought that was okay or think that it can be. It just oh my, it's so like gross and it's infuriating, man.
But it's weird because those are the same parents that would probably make their kid wear a mask at school, and the same parents that wouldn't let kids play with other kids, but yet they're letting them shove dollar bills in
Oh, grown man's fucking drag
yeah.
panties.
Even women. I've seen one where it was a girl, like a burlesque show, and there was a
Yeah,
little
that
girl about like 8 years
yeah.
old.
That's not right. That's not good.
Yeah, don't let them go out for 2 years. And this is how they go now. Like, oh, the
Yeah.
kids were locked up for 2 years. I got to show them something. I got to take them to some kind of show. How about Disney on
Y-
Ice?
Yeah, how about just the movie theater? Go see a fucking cartoon movie. Like what the fuck is happening?
I don't know, man. But I mean, like, and the same people who would do that are calling for stricter gun laws.
Right. Yeah.
Stricter gun laws. For what reason?
So they don't get shot whenever they try to normalize pedophilia.
You're absolutely right.
At
You're
least
absolutely.
that's one conclusion that I come to.
Well, I mean, it's funny because I saw the one video from Dallas, and the this guy's calling this lady a groomer, and her rebuttal was, "No, you're a groomer." Good one, Sally.
Yeah. Good
Per-
job.
Perfect rebuttal. Yeah. Well, you're
Right?
a hairy man.
Right? Well, you're a hairy man. Oh, where's this is the perfect one right after that. Oh man, where'd it go? Come on.
Dirty mouth.
Yeah. I need to get used to bringing up my other soundboard. I have this one with a bunch of stuff. This one too.
Fatality.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that
But
was
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, and did you heard what David Sicilian, whatever his name is, David Sicilian, from the guy from Rhode Island, the mayor, the congressman from Rhode Island.
I don't think so.
You didn't hear what he said? Hold on, let me pull it up here. Let's hope it's.
So spare me the bullshit about constitutional rights. The gentleman, no, I will not yield, and I'm not going to yield for my entire 5 minutes. So don't ask again. So spare me the bullshit about constitutional rights. The gentleman, no, I will not yield, and I'm not going to yield for my entire 5 minutes. So don't ask again.
So spare me the bullshit about your constitutional rights.
Yeah, like okay. All right.
and I said, because I retweeted it, and I was like, what happened to your oath that you took? I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
does like wouldn't that be considered, treason by
Yeah,
saying that, especially when you took the oath for it?
yeah. I mean, like I just they don't understand constitutional rights. Like
Yeah,
they like they're saying abortion. You have a right to have an abortion. No, you don't have the right. It's not a
that
right.
never that I've never understood. I've never understood the whole it's a right, or even like, to be honest, even for me, the whole it's uh reproductive health care. Like, no, it's not. It's not reproductive health care. I'm sorry, but it isn't.
But not even that. It, healthcare itself, even though it's a
Yeah,
huge giant sham, is not a right.
right.
I mean, like you don't have the right to have healthcare. Do I think healthcare needs to be reformed? Probably, but a big problem is that people sue doctors for everything, but people don't
Yeah,
get that. The wrongful death and their liability insurance is, I think it was what is it, like $1 billion? Just in case a doctor leaves a stethoscope inside somebody's colon.
right.
You know, yeah. So like, so yeah, that's part of it. But you know, we're just so sue happy nowadays, and we've been for a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, it's part of that victim culture stuff, and like everyone just like can't accept it. Sometimes shit happens too, and like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you live in a free society. And they talk
Yeah.
about like, America's number one in gun deaths or blah blah blah. You telling me the cartel isn't isn't shooting up people left and right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure that that's false. Every time that keeps being said, and I was just listening to Louder with Crowder, and I don't think that he pulled out the statistics yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's false. So we're number one in mass shootings.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, there's countries overseas that that just you watch videos of people just shooting guns into the air.
Yeah, dude, and like you were saying, like in Mexico especially, there's a lot of like wild shit that happens in Mexico that doesn't get reported. Like, just like what we consider mass shootings, they may not. They may not report shit like unless like 10 or 15 people die.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like it gets me because everybody thinks the whole world is like the United States. They don't
Right?
understand that we're not the same.
Yeah.
We're not the same. That's why Vladimir Putin thinks he could take over the entire world. Because
Mm-hmm.
he that's just his thinking. That's why you know uh, the guy from El Salvador decided to just jack up everything because he can. They're not like other countries aren't like
Right.
us. So but everybody in America thinks that everybody. And I saw a video. I forget what the guy's name is, but I watch him all the time. And he was showing about the Pride Month and all these companies like BMW and Target and all that stuff. All those companies in the United States have all the rainbow colors. Those same companies' logos in Saudi Arabia, nope.
Right.
Those
Right.
countries overseas in other countries, nope. So
Mm-hmm.
like, and they're doing this all for money. Like I don't, people just don't understand. It's all for money.
It's all for yeah, pandering,
Yeah,
money, votes, all like it just all falls all under
yeah,
that because I mean, like I see videos quite a bit, and I've known a few people part of the, I guess what would be the LGBTQ community, whatever, but that don't like that community because the way that they are, and it's like it's just because they know that it's super overbearing and like, and if you don't agree with them, even if you are like gay or lesbian, if you don't exactly go along with like how they are, it's like they're like hateful to you even, and it's like people
Look
just
at how
don't
they
seem to realize it.
look at how they treat conservative Ant. Look at how they treat some of the TikTok creators that
Yeah,
are conservative and gay. You
right.
know, they do nothing but bash them. You know, which is like, wait a minute, aren't you supposed to be all inclusive? Aren't you the people who are saying love is love while you're sitting there screaming at somebody because they don't have the same views as you do? And
Right.
listen, and it's on both sides. Don't get me wrong. You know, they're both. You know, there's extremists on both sides, but it's like you see, I guess, kind of more of it coming from one side. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that's how I see. Yeah. Listen, social media, puts in front of you an algorithm. So if that's what you see, that's what you see. If that's not what you see, that's not what you see. Because I've seen some people just have some crazy other side of the aisle, takes from what I think, and I'm like, where do you get that from?
Right.
Who tells you these things?
Who tells you these things? Right.
And like, and I mean, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't like really any politicians. I don't think I can name one that I actually no. I like Chip Roy. I like that dude from Texas. He gets fired up. Um, I like Strobo, but like the ones like Jerry Nadler and Chuck, the New York ones are just
Oh,
garbage.
yeah, dude. You ain't
Like, did,
lying. Yeah.
did you like? So they don't want people to have guns, mind you. This is all stemming from, well, everything, but Vivaldi. I don't even know how to say this fool's
Uvalde.
name. Uvaldi.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they don't want people to have guns. Yet the cops didn't go in there. You
Right.
know, and
Well, and
and
also, didn't they just ban body armor or
yeah, New York
banning
did.
the sale of it
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, and like and they cheer for that. The same thing with last week in Canada. Like they're like, yay! Like hold on, please hold.
Oh,
Hands across
speaking.
America.
Well,
Yay!
I know, right? Yeah.
Yay, everybody!
um.
Yay, we banned stuff.
Well, speaking of what happened there with that, like he banned the transfer and sale and blah 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 of handguns. I guess as soon as he did that, everybody went out and bought a like all the stores were sold the fuck out. They were like, okay,
But that's that even happens here. Every time they try to put a ban on something, everybody goes and buys it.
right? Yeah, it's like, are you that dumb? Of course, like it's not even law yet. I guess like I don't know why you told us to do it. And like, are you trying to heat up the economy like with I don't know.
I don't know either, because every time they say something like we're gonna ban this, and then everybody goes, "All right, well, out to the store I go." Hi
Speaking of about
ho!
Well, speaking of about to go buy, I need to go buy an AR soon because obviously they want to try to get rid of them, but also they want to try to pass 1,000% tax on semi-automatic rifles or assault weapons, like depending on how they're trying to word everything. But that's 1,000% tax. So if I buy mine for 500, that's a $5,000 added on to it. Holy
Uh,
Christ. That's insanity. That's so like
well,
why are we not revolting yet?
I think it passed. It passed Congress, and they said it's not going to pass the Senate because they don't have the votes. But that's
It's
what they
just
do all the
yeah,
time. That's what they do, and then they go, "Well, Republicans are blocking us." No, because it's never going to get passed.
right. That is
Why?
just ridiculous. But they also said that they might try to run that, which I don't know if I don't know if they'll let it go through even with it, but they might try to run that through the reconciliation deal where they don't need votes, but I don't think that I still don't think it'll go through.
How? Why is that an option?
Only because it has to do with tax.
But
So
I just
that's
it
all.
just
Yeah,
doesn't
but
make
it shouldn't
yeah.
be. It shouldn't be.
No. If it doesn't pass, it shouldn't pass. It shouldn't even. To be honest with you, there should be. It should all come down to. Not gonna lie. Um, what the heck is it when they have to get 60 votes each or 60 votes to pass?
Oh,
A filibuster.
filibuster. Yeah,
Filibuster. Yeah.
they're trying to
To
get
be
rid of
honest,
that.
but why? Why? So that way, if you have the majority,
That's what
like
they want.
you pass it, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
That
no,
makes
it
it that,
does.
that doesn't make it. It doesn't make it bipartisan. And I
Well,
hate when they say like, I'm sorry. I hate when they say that um, it was bipartisan, yet 51 people voted to 49.
yeah. Which no, I believe me, I agree. And here's the main reason why is because that's part of a checks and balances of a republic, to where we're using the voting system of a democracy, and that's the only reason why they keep saying democracy. But we are a constitutional republic. Like, we run off a republic of being able to have those checks and balances, and one of them is a filibuster, because we know that it should be more of a 60% to 40 over 51-49, which is just a mob rule in a way,
Mhm.
because it really might not totally be that way. It could be people being threatened, and that's why it goes to 51/49.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I forget, was it the Kavanaugh hearing where you saw a picture of Feinstein with Suzanne Collins, and Feinstein's like dissing Collins' face, and Collins is just backed into a corner? Like, what? What? You're adults. You're both independents.
Right.
Stop trying to pretend like you're gonna fight each other.
Right.
This is what. What do you? What is this? The WWF back when Mabel and all those old ladies were wrestling? No, calm down.
You're in depends.
Yeah. You're
Stop
just
it.
sitting. You're just sitting there trying not to pee yourself as you're watching
Mm-hmm.
somebody drink water. Okay, so relax, madam.
Right.
But you know, like I was saying, stupid Jerry Nadler. Once again, these
Oh
people
yeah.
don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking out their keister. I hope this one works.
Recognize 16 for driving in some states. We recognize 21 for drinking. So we recognize different ages for different purposes. That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Could I have a second to engage that?
Certainly. I'll yield to the gentleman for consent.
Would the chairman join me in co-sponsoring a bill to raise the draft age to 21?
No.
But the chairman feels that their brains aren't fully formed at 18, 19, and 20.
The research does indicate that in certain respects, but the Selective Service needs. I mean, if the country needs people, it needs people.
Needs people whose brains aren't fully formed?
In certain respects, yes.
I yield back.
So it's okay to be selected for the military at 18, but your brain's not fully formed.
Right.
But to own a handgun, it's off limits.
Right.
And they have, and Nadler, and I've seen it a bunch of times, he has people behind him giving him instructions. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about a lot of times. He has somebody looking this stuff up, and then they come and tell him, and then he just regurgitates what they just said in his ear.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
why
I've noticed
are you
that
still making
too.
laws?
Right.
Why are you still
dude-
allowed to make laws?
Well, that was at and it was a little while before that. I can't remember who was talking about the reason why they use semi-automatic rifles and the Second Amendment whenever it was talking with he was talking with Nadler. And one of them, he said, is to fight a tyrannical government. And Nadler came back, was like, you'd use it on U.S. troops or whatever. And it should have been like, if you're sending them for that reason to be tyrannical, like, that should, you know?
That was Chip Roy.
Okay,
That was Chip
yeah.
Roy from Texas. Yeah. He goes, because you lose it on the government? He goes, yeah, it's foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
Domestic. If the government's doing stuff, it literally says it. If the government is getting tyrannical, the people are in charge of taking the government.
Right.
But, you know, I just...
People have, like, really got so fucking soft backbone that they don't realize, like, what it might have to take.
listen, when you have the some of the younger people and some of the older people agreeing that a certain portion of the country is soft. That never used to happen back in the day. Every generation was just like the next generation is so soft. The next generation is so soft. The next generation
Mhm.
is so soft. And here we are with like the 80-year-olds like these dudes are soft, aren't they? Yeah, these dudes are soft. I thought you guys were soft, but these guys, oh,
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
like come on. I don't I don't know. And
Well, and that's like another problem. Like that's happening. Which Jesus, I hope it doesn't happen. Is that filibuster? Like we were just saying a little bit ago. Hopefully that filibuster doesn't go away because if that happens, woo, shit is gonna fucking be crazy. They're definitely gonna try and get rid of the Second Amendment, and that's gonna be one of the first things.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, but here's what I don't understand. They're going to try to get rid of the Second Amendment while they have protection with guns.
Right.
And people don't see that. People don't see that. Like, do you understand that they have guns? Like, I almost feel that people are like, yeah, they're allowed to have that stuff. Why? Do you not know history? They were supposed to be people that represented us, not people that go there, make careers out of it, make millions of dollars because of
Right.
we're going to run this bill with Tesla. Hey, guy, why don't you, hey, Paul Pelosi, hey, baby, I'm going to go do this thing. Why don't you put some money in Tesla? We're going to,
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's not what that's for.
Right.
But
Well, that's going to be like the whole big thing is like what I still wonder too is whenever it comes down to it, if, especially if like they tried to really get rid of the filibuster or they do, it, it would be what cops are going to stand for the citizens and the Constitution right after that. I'm serious too. Like that's, it's exactly where it would end up going.
yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of cops that say that, they wouldn't, but there's a lot of cops also that said they would institute it, and it's like, and you feel bad for them because it's their paycheck. It's
Yeah.
they have to do what they got to do to feed their family, and you feel bad for them that they have to make that choice. But once again, you took an oath. You all swore to take an oath to follow the Constitution.
Right. Yeah, and
You know,
I already know, like I'm not giving up my guns. I'll tell you that right now. And I'd end up trying to. I don't know.
listen, I lost mine in a boating accident.
Yeah, the boating accident.
I went out. I was trying to shoot a sturgeon. Ooh, that almost didn't come out well.
And you know what? I just all of a sudden ended up with 2 new swords because I smelted all mine down and made swords out of them. Yeah.
Listen, you can get some. I want a katana sword just for fun, but I know myself. I'm gonna get a katana sword. I have a big giant knife, and I was trying to make a TikTok with it, and I freaking sliced my finger open. I had a katana sword. I had a katana sword. You'd be like, "Hey, dude, we doing the show this week? I'm in the hospital. You got a katana sword, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I want to get one, dude. I would love to have one. Yeah.
I'm
Hell
hoping to
yeah.
find one at a garage sale that nobody like doesn't know it's a real katana. I think of myself as a real connoisseur of garage sales. Meanwhile, I know nothing. I'm like, yeah, it's a real Coach bag. Aha, $5 sounds good, guys. I got a real Coach bag. It says Koch on it, sir.
Yeah.
It says Koch, spelled with a K. I knew there was something wrong when the lady said when I said I'll give her $3, and she said, "Okay, good."
Should have been a red flag.
Oh man, I don't find those. No. But yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know where people's heads at. I mean, I don't understand why people fight with each other like about nonsense. You know, like it's just like simple things like you know how they had come up with, you know, they try to take gay rights away from people. What rights? Can you tell me what rights they took away? Well, you know, so you can't tell me. You can't tell me what rights. And then they go right to name calling and you're stupid and you're a Trumper. Yeah, because that's the way you figure it out. That's the way you have a
Right.
conversation with people.
Right. No, I agree, because every time I keep hearing about the rights and rights about a lot of that, it's like you never really did not have the rights. You guys weren't accepted, and I can understand the reason why you're mad about a lot of that, but some people just don't agree with it or accept it. But now a lot of people just don't really tend to too much give a shit whenever you are or around, as long as you're not pushing it in their face. And it's like that's the reason why people get mad about it.
Phrasing. Don't push it in my face.
Don't push it in my face.
Let me just do it. Relax. I'll take care of it. Don't push it in my face.
Yeah, don't push it in my face.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I want gay people to be just as miserable as the rest of us. Let them get married. Let them see. Hey, go ahead, get married, have fun. And there's a lot of gay people that don't want to get married.
Yeah,
you know, that they don't mind. You know, not. You know, that they'll stay civil partners. And listen, there's a lot of people that stay civil partners who are not gay.
Right.
You know, so it's like, dude, I don't know, man. I a lot of times I just feel like I'm screaming into the wind when I say some of this stuff. You know, it's just that's why I make TikTok videos, because I just got to get it out, or else, or else I'll just be like, ugh. You know, my ADHD just kicks in, and I'm just making stupid nonsense videos.
I think that's how a lot of people feel, like, especially right now with everything that is happening, especially with all the gun laws and the soon-to-be Roe v. Wade stuff, and everyone basically just yelling into the sky like, no, this needs to happen.
but that's what I understand. Like, they keep pushing this Roe v. Wade like it's going to, like, women are going to die. Like, that's it. Roe v. Wade's overturned. Women are dying. Like, yeah, they are. With abortions. You know, you're killing a woman, a child, when you have an abortion. And they go, oh, no, it's a clump of cells. You're a clump of cells. Get it?
Yeah, right.
You're a clump of cells. It's a miracle you exist. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand the miracle of life? You start by something swimming into something else, and then inside, and then it just becomes this human that has your brain and your thoughts. And now we have to live with you.
Now we have to live with you.
Like, man. But, you know, I mean, at least Joy Behar had a great take on gun control. I mean, you know, if this doesn't scream that... Technical difficulties.
Shut up, Joy.
I had a great segue, and then stupid Twitter ruined it. Okay. Let me try that again. Yeah, right. Yep. Joy Behar had a great take on guns.
Most AR-15 owners are former military, 35
Let me say one more.
So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, heads up that once black people get guns in this country, the gun laws will change. Trust me.
Once black people get guns in this country, the laws will change.
Plenty of black people have guns.
This is what I mean.
How
so out of touch.
Like, wow. Didn't during the 2020 was it 2020 and 2021 summer, shit like that. I believe at least 2020 the gun sales to blacks went up. I forgot how much, but it was a crazy amount.
Yeah.
Like, what is she talking about?
these are the people that you're listening to. Well, not, particular
Right,
us, but
right.
like these are the people you're listening to, like Matthew McConaughey. Like, dude, you're an actor. Like,
Right.
you're an actor. You're acting. This is all acting to you. Okay. Same thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. They're both actors. And then he slapped me. And then my dog
Right.
had a baby.
Well, and
And
here,
then,
like in the whole thing too with Matthew McConaughey is, I guess he's from Uvalde. Um, he has like some aspirations for some politics, I guess. Like, I don't know if running for governor or what, but it's been talked about, and he supposedly identifies with the political party of libertarian. But if not, to be honest, you're not a libertarian if you're calling for any sort of stricter gun laws. Period. You're just not. Libertarian like are all about as little government as possible. Stay out of everything with me, and you be you, I'll be me, and and that's it. Like basically,
basically, I want my gay neighbors to have guns to defend their pot fields. Is
exactly. Yeah,
basically
I believe gay married couples should be able to protect their marijuana farms with machine
it. Yeah.
guns.
On a scale of on a scale of 1 to 10, how 2A are you? Grenades.
Grenades. Yes, exactly.
Like, I don't believe any actor. I'm sorry, actor or
No.
actress. I don't believe them because they've spent their entire life pretending to be people that they're not.
Yep. Exactly, and they're just not connected with the real world. They're just not.
And I can already hear what Trump. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Trump was a businessman. He was on The Apprentice. He was on Home Alone 2
Right.
for 10
Yeah.
seconds.
I mean, Trump was just like a New York asshole.
Yeah. Still is. Still is.
Right. That's why I liked him so much. I mean, just because he kept it real,
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, speaking of New York assholes, did you hear about the guy who was planning to assassinate Kavanaugh?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
They got a guy today, I believe it was this morning, who had a bunch of stuff that.
AR-15 on.
Shut up, lady.
Shush.
That. Shush. That I forget where I put it. Did I put it? But yeah, so they caught this guy with a bunch of stuff, going to Kavanaugh's house, who was planning on going to Kavanaugh's house and try to kill him, because do you not remember what Chuck Schumer said after Kavanaugh, and they were talking about the what was it this summer? They were talking about the Roe versus Wade stuff, and Schumer was like, Gorsuch, we're coming for you, and Kavanaugh, we're coming to get you too, and you'll rue the day. And it's like, wait a minute, hold on. Didn't you just impeach a dude for saying things that you're supposedly causing, saying that people
Instigating?
Caused a riot? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's causing an insurrection. So what did you just do? What did
yeah.
So what did you just do? Did you not just do the same thing? But, you can impeach a guy for that.
Yeah. But hey, if you're a Democrat, you don't get touched right now at all.
No, but you never do, because Republicans are garbage too.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. They're spineless because they won't they won't like really act on and really like keep pounding what happened down so shit happens, and they're spineless.
Yeah, no, they're just like, well, that's not what we do because we're not. All right, hold up here. Okay, a Simi Valley man tried to kill Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Nicholas John Rosk, who had been taken into custody outside Kavanaugh's Maryland home early this morning.
Wow.
Hold on.
New information in the arrest of a California man now charged with the attempted murder of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. KKL9's Jeff Nguyen is live in Simi Valley, where that suspect lives. Jeff, what have you learned?
So, Amy, about an hour ago, CBS News spoke to a man at this home who identified himself as the grandfather of the suspect. Now, the grandfather says that his grandson is a good kid. Let's go ahead and roll some.
I love the grandfather's quote, and I love the way the news just is the news.
For you so that we can provide you with some context, because all of this comes after a man with a gun and a knife was detained early this morning, like around 1:05 a.m. near the home of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh in Maryland. Court documents say that the suspect got there in a taxi. When he stepped out, 2 deputy U.S. Marshals spotted him in black clothing carrying a backpack and suitcase. Shortly after that, a man named Nicholas Roski called the Montgomery County Emergency Communication Center. That caller said that he was having suicidal thoughts and that he had a gun in his suitcase. And investigators say that Roski told the call taker that he came to kill a specific Supreme Court justice. So after that, police were dispatched. Roski was arrested. On him, investigators found, we're going to have this graphic for you. Here's the list: a black tactical chest rig, a tactical knife, a Glock 17 pistol, 2 magazines, ammunition, pepper spray, zip ties, a hammer, and a lot more.
A hammer and a lot more. They listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, and a lot more.
And a lot more.
This
This guy was fucking suited up, man. He had some shit.
Wait, look, listen. He had some shit. 2 magazines and ammo.
Yeah,
That's all it says. It just says ammo.
And ammo.
It doesn't,
Yeah.
like, what is that? Like, it could be anywhere from 20 rounds to 30 to 100 rounds. Like,
Right.
it just says two magazines and ammo and pepper spray. Like, what's he gonna do? Jump in the house?
Right.
He's gonna spray it in his eyes and just be like, yeah, just run into the house.
Makes him go psycho mode.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, I forget how long it was, but I want them to say what the grandfather or the father said.
That list. Now, earlier, CBS News producer Christian Duran spoke to Roski's grandfather, who had this to say about how he's been following the late-breaking news. And our producer asked...
That was all he said. We're in crisis right now, so he's not here. The news built the whole thing up just to get the quote, we're in crisis right now, he's not here. It's just like,
okay.
We spoke to his grandfather, and his grandfather said, he had a lot of things. Let's go to the tape. We're in a crisis right now, and we got a lot of things going on. I can't be talking to you people.
Right? Ain't nobody got time for this.
He looks like the guy too, the grandfather. He looks like the guy from that meme who's watering the plants, and he's like, some people ask me what's going on. I don't have a fucking clue. That's what the grandfather looks like. I have no fucking idea what's going on. We got a lot of stuff going on here, Clyde. I can't be doing this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Schumer was the one who, just like they did with when Kavanaugh was, when Kavanaugh was being confirmed, and what's her name, Fat Feet, Maxine Waters was out there telling everybody, if you see somebody at a gas station, at a convenience store, you bother them, and there's like,
you let them know they are not welcome.
Yeah. And then people were doing that, and that's not what that was taken out of context. Well, then don't make the context, because the people are doing that. People are running people out of places and establishments because you said that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a bunch of bullshit whenever they say out of context. It's all your double standard bullshit. Like, man.
Yeah, it's just. But God forbid somebody says go peacefully protest and let them hear your voice. And but there's conspiracy theories. Oh no, in this envelope. And I love it how the person who told everybody there's a lot more stuff coming out about January 6th is the same pencil neck geek who told everybody there's a lot more about the Ukrainian tapes, and that we're gonna find out. Adam
Right.
Schiff, how about you still owe us the information from the impeachments that you said there was a lot more that's coming out?
Right. Dude, well, and like this whole January 6th thing, I don't know. Are you going to end up watching any of that? Because I don't think I am.
No,
I don't know.
I watched the impeachment trial, and the lawyers were like, "Dude, you guys are just making that up," and they're like, "Well, we're allowed to." And he's like, "What do you mean? No, you're not allowed to just make up stuff." And they're like, "Well, that's what we said. Oh well." It's like,
Dude, it's just, it's nothing but like propaganda is allowed now. Like it has been for a long time. That's one thing. I can't remember what year it was. I want to say 2013 or some. It's got to be something like that, or it might have been before then. I need to look it up again. But Obama like rectified that Smith-Mundt Act to where like they're allowed to do propaganda to us. It's basically legal, like through the media and all that.
well, there's a theory about Operation Mockingbird that people in the media are CIA agents, and there's actual studies about it. But I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just the things that the people say on the media are just it's just opinion. It's not news anymore. It's
No.
just
It
opinion.
Yeah, and it's all it's like all of them are like activists now. They're not even really like journalists.
No, the same people who were telling you to wear a mask and how unsafe it is were in Florida where there was no mask and saying how much Ron DeSantis stunk. They got Don Lemon was in Florida, and there was people videotaping him like, "Oh, I thought you hated Florida. Well, why are you here? What are you doing here?" And he just ran off.
Well,
Like they
and
all
like
do.
what were we saying kind of before the show about stuff that people listen to? That the statistics show that most people listen to Shapiro and
Oh yeah, yeah. I have that clip also that
yeah,
apparently Republicans, most of social media is run by Republican propaganda, and it's like, what? Are you guys are serious about this, right? I don't. This was let's see if I can get his name. Every time I go, I see Brian Stelter because I retweeted something, and our favorite Jeffrey Tubesteak is on there with him.
oh yeah.
Our favorite Jeffrey Tubesteak. Let's see. Let me try muting this. Nope, that's not the mute button. Let's go with the mute button. Turn it all the way down first until I can get it to where I want it to, because I'm not a professional. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But this is Dan Fafifer. Dan Fafifer. He says, if you go on Facebook on a daily basis, Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire has more followers and engagement, many times more than the New York Times or CNN. That's a problem for democracy, is what he says.
Well, I mean that's a good thing because we're not a democracy, so I don't know.
Facebook on a daily basis, the posts with the most engagement are from Dan Shapiro, or Ben Shapiro, Dan Bongino, Candace Owens. It is right-wing content. It dwarfs progressive content. It dwarfs mainstream media content, which is actually the part that scares us the most, that Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire has more followers and engagement, many times more than the New York Times or CNN. That is a problem for democracy. If you go to Facebook...
Who cares? What makes
Right.
CNN, what makes the New York Post this holier-than-thou publication?
because they want to be that ministry of truth. It's just all about we are supposed to control what you think. That's exactly what they want and where they're at.
The gall of people to be like, no, well, you got to hear from us or else it's wrong. Like, no, it's freedom of the press. If you're part of the press, you're allowed to express your freedom and tell you
Exactly.
what just because they don't, you hide what the real truth is. I mean, even Mika Brzezinski said it at one point that, Joe Rogan should be telling people what to do. That's our job.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yeah.
Like, it's like the gall of these people to just say like, no, you have to listen to this and this and this and this, and people eat that up because people will just sit there. If you have a different opinion on them, well, what do you listen to, Fox News? No, I don't watch Fox News. I don't listen to Fox News because I know what Fox News is going to say. I watch CNN and MSNBC just because I want to laugh. I mean, that's the best. That's the best comedy out there. Forget Dave Chappelle. Forget Ricky Gervais. CNN and MSNBC's got the best stuff out there.
What was that other episode where you're like, because I love to be enraged. I just want to throw stuff.
Yeah. I just want to be mad and just want to bite a pillow and just be like,
this is so wrong.
But feels so right. But yeah, it's just these people are just so obsessed with themselves. Like, what is self-absorbed?
Oh, yeah.
They're so self-absorbed that that you have to listen to them and listen to me. And then, but here's the thing: is like when you get them one-on-one, they either won't answer the questions, or they agree with you, but they'll tell you don't. Well, I kind of gotta say this on TV. I can't really say this. I mean, look at all the Project Veritas stuff.
Right. Oh yeah.
They catch these people all the time, and I'm like, how do you not know? This is like Impractical Jokers. They've been on for 7 seasons. You don't know what the guys look like already?
No, very true. I've thought that.
Like,
quite a bit too. Yeah.
You don't know what Murr and Sal look like? I mean, they're kind of distinct look. I mean, I guess since everybody from Long Island looks like Sal as it is, but
kind
like,
of, yeah.
Like if somebody's asking you about your job, maybe you shut up. Maybe you don't go into the fact that I work for Twitter, their algorithm.
That's like that. One of my main things though too is like I'm surprised that there hasn't been some sort of like firings or. Like, but I can't say totally surprised because we know what kind of society we live in, especially who pays the bills and who owns what and all that shit. But like the shit that Project Veritas has came out with should equal firings like easily, and just like investigations too, big time. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm an avid listener of the Jim and Sam show. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, and once again, sometimes I listen just to get mad, and they're just like, they sometimes just, I guess because you can't just always go with what everybody says, but sometimes they go on a tangent like, well, this guy does this. Yeah, well, you shouldn't cancel culture because it's not right for one person to be canceled, so nobody should be canceled. Yeah, but they're canceling people. They want to cancel people. So why is it that it goes one way and not the other? It's like somebody going around and punching people in the face, and all of a sudden you punch the person in the face, and they're like, well, that guy should get fired. He punched the guy in the face. Yeah, but this guy's punching everybody else in the face.
Right.
It's like, come on, like give me a break. Like they get to do whatever they want. And if you have a differing opinion, and it's not even, and to tell you the truth, if you talk to people one-on-one, a lot of times you agree on things. But once you get them in a group setting, they're going to go with whatever the group says. On both sides. But it's just like, why? Nobody can be genuine anymore.
No, very true.
You have to go with what, the populace is. And I'm trying to teach my kid that. I'm trying to teach you, listen, you do you. Be yourself. Don't be what anybody else wants you to be.
Right.
Because in the long run, you know, if you're true to yourself, then you're going to make yourself happy.
Oh, that's all that matters. Oh, yeah.
In the end, you know, Rebecca, you know, will say something, and all of a sudden the tribe will turn on Rebecca. You know, all of a sudden Rebecca will be like, "Oh, I don't want to date a trans woman. I like regular women." And it's just like, "Whoa, you're a transphobe now?" No,
Right.
I don't. I like regular women. I don't want to date. Huh? Like I was with you guys. Like, come on, man. Like I it's just bizarro world.
That's how this whole fucking world is now. It's just upside down confusion. Nothing makes sense. And do this. If you don't, you're hated. Like it's the most fucking frustrating time to be alive.
But but on the other hand, there'd be nothing I'd love more than to see a bunch of transsexual, what is it, male to female, about 50 of them go overseas and fight in a war, and just watch all those guys be real confused on the other side.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be like,
oh my god, that woman is very strong. What?
right?
What is going?
What is
I'm
happening?
like, let her fight. Why is this woman bending me over? What? Oh, that's no woman. I'm like,
oh shit!
let him go to war. Let him go. Send him over
Right?
there. Because that would be, oof. Oh, she's very nice. She a soldier? Oh, a soldier. Very nice lady. Oh, you nice lady. Oh, wait, what? What? Why am I over table? Oh, boy. What is going on here? We'd win hands down.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
I thought about that so much. Like, transvestites don't, transsexuals don't belong in the military. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Gay men, yes, they belong. Go get them, boys. Oh man. But I mean, I know they got to take certain pills and stuff like that, but it would just be like all you see is like big giant breasted women running towards you, and then in the pants you just see this running at you also. They'd be so confused. They
Right,
wouldn't know whether to get
exactly.
hard or they'd be like, I'm confused. What are we supposed to do here?
What are we watching? What is happening?
Is that David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson running down the beach at the same time? That would that would be a great Hogan's Hero episode.
Right, and yeah.
Hogan, you have boobs. What happened?
Oh shit.
Oh my god. But I don't know. It's just a funny. It's a funny thought, but in the same token, it's just like, wait a minute. Sounds like a plan.
Hopefully, no sort of shit ever does happen. Even though not too long ago, Russia's I forgot what part of the hierarchy he is under Putin and shit, but he said that he could take out the entire East Coast with two of their Satan 2 missiles.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was not too long ago. But that really did happen. So the more that we just keep like sending Ukraine, the more that we keep escalating it. People don't seem to realize that.
I still don't have my tax money back, but they got $58 billion.
Right.
How? How? I can't get my taxes back, but they have $58 billion.
Because the government doesn't care about any of us.
No. Michael Malice said it. He had a great quote. I had it on my Facebook. It said, I just want the same firearms that my taxpayers paid so the Taliban can have.
Yes, exactly.
That's all
So
I want.
do I get those fucking scars? Do I get the other helicopters that are left
Yeah.
there and shit and
Yeah.
grenades?
Grenades.
Hell yeah.
You know. But yeah, man. I'm all revved up right now. I'm like, I'm still, my head's still in transgender army.
It's like I'm still watching this shit go down.
In my head, I'm just like, this is fun. Oh man. Well, that was another quick hour.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But there's still quite a bit of shit going on. Shit's gonna be interesting here, especially in the next couple weeks. I think
Yeah.
with the gun law being voted on, and yeah, we're just gonna see how a whole lot of that goes because I'm about to be ordering an AR before they put that 1,000% fucking tax down.
Listen, I got vacation to go on in a couple of weeks. 4th of July weekend, I'm going to Iowa. But here, a AR is like $300 something, $400 something. And I'm
Right.
like, well, you know,
It's
hey
not that
guys,
bad.
no, not right now, not right now. But that's their whole. I wouldn't mind giving them tax money if they did what they were supposed to do with it.
Yeah, but they're not.
They don't. They give it away to countries. They give themselves raises. They pat themselves on the back. They give it to their special interest groups. They make millions of dollars. And it's like, what are you doing with my money?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dude, it's not good. Like, it's what I get so sick of people being like, but some of it goes to like help the needy and others. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's not going to that. It hasn't in a while. You're bullshitting yourself. Anything that's going to that was stuff that's already been saved up, and like all they're doing is just printing more money and fucking us all.
Yeah, I mean, I here in Kansas, they have a city tax, a state tax, and I'm not sure if they have a county tax. I mean, the stuff is pretty cheap here, but there's a bunch of taxes. Yet driving down the road, I thought Jersey potholes were bad. Holy McGillicuddy! I feel like I'm doing moguls down a mountain. Hello, guys. Is somebody gonna pay for these tires when they go bald? When I get 4 flats? Somebody
Right.
and they don't even get that much snow here. Jersey, I get it. Jersey, we got snow and the plows were, so the plows came and they don't got plows here. They got one plow. They got one old dude with a shovel, just like shoveling so people can get out. But like, how do they get potholes? Like, I don't. I mean, and some of them not even the craters.
Right. The craters. Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm paying tax after tax, and I love the Facebook pages for where I live. They're awesome. They're awesome. My wife went and bought some sausages from Walmart, and she put that, hey guys, stay away from this Walmart, because we got 4 or 5 Walmarts in our town, because that's how big it is. I mean, it's one of 3 towns in Kansas. In the whole state, there's only 3 towns, and our town has 4 Walmarts. And so she said, "Hey, watch when you go to this Walmart." And it just became a litany of, well, didn't you see it before you bought it? Oh, who doesn't check the sell-by dates? Who boils brats? It was like, I was like, she's like, oh, all I did was trying to help people just make sure they check the dates, and it turned into, you're an idiot for not checking. How did you? Somebody put, how did you know to boil the sausages if you didn't take the sausages out yet? That's like, she put them back in, and she put the plastic back over it. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is why we are the way we are.
Right. This is why society's where it's at.
This is why they trick people into wearing masks for 2 years. Like, oh no, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
No. Now monkeypox. Hey guys, wear your mask for monkeypox.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got a question. Wouldn't it be better to wear a condom instead for monkeypox?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, don't let
I
the
can't.
facts get in the way.
I can't believe people are actually falling for having to wear a mask again for that shit. Like, you guys are so dumb. So dumb.
But it's the same people that that'll make you wear a mask and won't let their kids go hang out with their friends and have these pods where only certain people can be in there in a little group but they'll go in their group to a drag show. Yeah,
Right.
guys, sounds like you got it all together.
Yeah. All the dumbness and creepiness together.
And let me put this out there. I have no problem with drag shows. I went to a drag show.
Yeah.
Scariest thing I've ever been to in my entire life. The performances, phenomenal. The bathroom, oh. I understood what women go through at a bar. I got it.
I got it.
Listen, I know I'm not anything over a 2.5, but let me tell you, I was a 12 there. There was people. I went to the bathroom. I just wanted to go to the bathroom, and there was noises coming out of the bathroom. It was the first time I've ever seen a line at a guy's bathroom. It was the first time I've ever seen it, except the ball game.
Right.
There was no line in the women's bathroom, none whatsoever. The men's bathroom, out the door. Then you get in there. The second time I had to go, you couldn't get into the stall. Thank God. I almost had to pee in the sink, which looked like somebody already did. And I went out to the bar. I was having a drink, and somebody just sat next to me. I was just like, "Hi, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, you're cute." I'm like, "Huh, thank you." Girlfriend's over there. I have a real girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm into girls. Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you want a drink? Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I was like, well, no, what do you want? Jameson, please.
Yeah. Give me a shot.
But I mean, like I said, I've been, and they're great performers. They know what to do. I love the Birdcage. It was such a great movie.
Right.
But listen,
Dude, I went to Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, I actually watched people acted it out in a theater while the movie was going. So it was like pretty intense and shit. It was cool because like they were actually doing stuff. Like you said, I have no problem with it, but it's just when it comes to the kids, you guys should not be sexualizing kids, and by putting them in front of that, and you're starting to groom them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, I was watching my pastor back in Jersey trying to explain Sodom and Gomorrah to children who were there at the church service that day because they just go through the Bible. Boy, you want to see some tiptoeing he had to do.
Right, yeah.
He's just like, yeah, well, when a man decides he wants to dominate another man, and I'm going, go ahead for it. Go for it. Go. Preach it. Tell them what they do. Tell them what they did. Sometimes a man will take a man from behind and let the kids know.
That is so weird. It's like,
But it, and then the guy, and then he went into the cave, then he got his daughter pregnant, and his daughter pregnant, and it was just like, come on, keep going. It's like, oh man. Yeah, there's some stories in the Bible that, but they're all it's to learn a lesson, it's lessons that we learn. But yeah, man. But yeah, watching him like
tiptoe. Yeah.
And you could audibly hear me laughing. That's how loud I was. Oh man.
Hell
Listen,
yeah.
if you can't laugh and make things funny in a situation, you ain't living.
Exactly. Motherfucking. But yeah, on that note, I think we pretty much covered everything we had to cover, unless you got anything else.
Nope. I got probably a date on Twitch with Fortnite. So yeah. So I'm gonna do my quick plugs. I wrote them here to make it easier for me because I can read. Twitter is Midwest Trouble 1. Twitch is Midwest Troublemaker. YouTube is Midwest Troublemaker, but I don't have anything on. I got to start putting this. I guess putting some clips of the show on there. But yeah, we have a Telegram now, or Telegraph, whatever the app is called.
Telegram, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just throw stuff that I. It's basically just the things I want to put on the show. I just throw it on there, because we don't have a visual element yet. So if you want to see some of the things that we talk about, or see the videos, some of the videos that we are talking about, they're on there. Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I'll probably be on Twitch later. Make myself look like a fool on Fortnite. I hate it. I hate that I love that game. I hate it. All these kids.
I haven't played that in so long.
It's so much fun.
But and reach me at Business Party Podcast on TikTok. And he was saying we need to throw some more clips up on there, and forgot what else, where else. Oh yeah, I was gonna say we do have a Discord, and soon enough I'll probably start sending invites to some people that want to be in there, whoever enjoys the podcast, so that way we can start interacting with y'all in there and be able to discuss things. But yeah, I'll try to get that out soon enough. Maybe we'll have it in the description soon of one of these episodes. Just the whole thing is usually, well, we can always kick people fast, but whenever you start putting it out in the open, you get some people that end up being dumb pretty fast. But yeah, we do have a Discord also. But yeah, reach me at Business Party Podcast on TikTok, and besides that, yeah, hopefully
don't be judgy on TikTok. We do what we do on TikTok. Don't be judgy.
Exactly. Don't be judgy. But on that note, yeah, hopefully y'all have a good night and take it easy. See you soon.